You were right. There were no passengers. Everyone was flying in that game, right?
We played harder. We played harder. We had to, you know. We didn't for Friday for at least the first 40-plus minutes and found a way to claw back into the game and had chances to win. And Saturday, I thought our emotional level and competitive level was higher, but where it needs to be. The game kind of took that course too. Kind of the whole weekend was that way with those guys, but it was good.
Jackson Cates, would you say he's kind of been a driver this season? I really liked the goal he scored on the power play, busting through.
Well, we talked last week. We talked last week. I mean, his last 3 games have been pretty good going into the weekend. So obviously, you know, I think that's carried through, and you know, but we need him. You know, it's like we need everybody. It was good to see different guys score. It's good to see Luke get a goal, Kobe. You know, that's what we need to win hockey games. So that's hopefully for those guys it continues to build their confidence, and if we can continue to get that, it's going to help our team.
What kind of weekend did Cole Kepke have?
He had his best weekend. Well, we need more of that. There's no question. When he wants to skate, he's a dangerous player. But I thought he was more involved physically. I thought he got to the hard areas of the rink. I thought just overall he was much better. We've seen glimpses of that, but I thought he was a little more consistent this weekend. So he needs to follow that up moving forward, because that's what we need.
What do you think of that line with Miller and Bender and Lowhite, and not just the way that they played, but also contributing those 2 huge goals in the second period?
Yeah, they did. I mean, Quinn was on Kobe on the line when Kobe scored. I mean, he made the great play to Jade, and Jade made the play to Kobe. I mean, obviously when Tanner went out, we were moving some guys around, but you know, those guys are getting better. Seems like they're getting a little more chemistry, and if they can produce for us, that's great. But you know, hopefully we won't be short any more players up there. That didn't help. We could have used Tanner in that game, but thought the guys that got an opportunity to play did a good job.
Did you see Perunovic get hit after he made the long pass and end up laying on the ice?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. Perunovic looks like he's playing touch football in the pickup game. He uses the net for protection, and he waits and waits and waits, and then throws pinpoint passes.
Well, a couple of times he had to wait because our forwards weren't doing what they were supposed to do. Right. So thank God he's got the patience to do that. But
right.
That's Scotty. I mean, he's smart. He's got a lot of poise with the puck, and like I said, probably in a couple of those he had to, just because some guys didn't run the proper routes.
You ever keep track of percentage of passes completed? Because he's got to be leading the world. Well, he throws like a lot of passes right at the tape.
Well, our guys understand if you get the space, he's probably going to find you. So if it doesn't work once, he'll try it again, because he's got that type of confidence level. So it's up to our guys to get where they need to be, and you know, and some passes he's got great deception on the power play, and that's what makes him effective.
And it's rare to see someone with that kind of skill be so eager to kind of subvert his performance. He could score a lot more goals. He could make more big. He loves to set guys up. Kind of like a really good centerman.
He's a pass. I mean, he's just great distributor of the puck. I mean, he's got great deception. I mean, it's nice that he scored some goals this year shooting a puck, but I mean, that's his strength. You know, I mean, he's got deception. He can find guys. He can look guys off and find different players, and obviously he's an offensive catalyst for us. But you know, those guys have played a ton of minutes, so they got, you know, at times I think he plays the game smart that way, and you know, picks his spots. I'd like to see him be a little bit more offensive minded for our team, but I can't fault how he's played. I think he's been pretty good.
Have you told him that you want to see him be more offensive?
Since his freshman year.
Luke Lowhite, about 8 games into his college career. I know he got the goal on Saturday. Your assessment on how he's played so far?
Getting better. I think he's gaining confidence every week, and you know, I think, you know, I thought Friday, quite frankly, I think both of our freshmen that were in there looked like freshmen. But again, it's like I said to them Saturday morning. I said, "Welcome to our league. It's big boy hockey, and obviously Denver's a great hockey team." And I thought, you know, just talking to those guys, I thought they responded better Saturday. I thought they looked more comfortable, but that's what they go through. I mean, you're going against a high-level team, probably more so than we've seen up until this point, and you know, it's very typical of freshmen to go through that. But the good thing is, I liked how they responded and maybe learned from that game, because they both admitted they could be better, and they were on Saturday, and they both contributed in a big way. You know, Quinn made a great play on Kobe's goal, and Luke got his first goal, so it was good to see.
Scott, what have you thought of Noah Cates' play so far this season, especially last weekend?
What have you thought of it?
Thought he's looked pretty good,
Yeah,
taking
good.
another step.
Yeah, well, Noah's there every night. Extremely competitive, great along the wall. I think he's been one of our most consistent guys.
How valuable is that wall play? How consistently he's able to go in and win pucks?
Well, we need more of it, Bruce. We're just going through it as a staff down there right now. Like you know, even against Denver, but in our games we haven't been very good. You know, to me it's puck possession and it's body position and things like that. He's probably the best on our team at that, especially in small, tight areas along the wall. He's got great deception, even though he's not Cole Koepke speed, but he uses his body really well. He's strong over pucks, and he's super competitive. He doesn't quit on plays. If he doesn't get pucks, he's always getting his stick. He's got great stick detail, not just with the puck, but without the puck, and those are things that are invaluable, and we need more guys to learn that, because just watching the Saturday, we had full possession of the puck a lot and gave it back. You know, we didn't generate anything, so we've got to get better there in order for us to create more offense or sustained ozone time, because we had a lot of pucks that were, you know, just the plays were stopped. We weren't strong over it. Made it easy for them to defend us.
It might be the most difficult thing you do too, physically, is how to play along the boards, because that was probably your strength last year.
Well, they better find it quick. You know, I mean, that's what kind of we are, right? But you know, it's not a fun game to play. You know, playing in the hard areas of the rink sometimes isn't fun. Just like defending, you nobody wants to defend because it's hard, right? So that's why you want to play with the puck more. So, but you got to learn to play the hard game too, whether it's offensively or defensively. And you know, we've seen bits and pieces, but it's not consistent enough right now.
Miami this weekend, stylistically trying to change some things up from what we've seen from them before, kind of more similar to what we saw from Bowling Green last year in the tournament. Your thoughts on the weekend?
Scares me a little bit. I think they're a team that does have good players. I think they're going to play similar to that for sure, especially through the neutral zone. They're going to pressure. They get in hard on forechecks, and it's always a tough place to win. You know, they're a very physical team. They play a heavier game. I don't expect anything less. You know, the Saturday North Dakota game was a much different game than the first night. So I'm expecting a real tough battle with them, just like we have with them all the time. You know, fortunately we've had the upper hand, but we've got to go in there with the right mindset. You know, just because we won a game against Denver doesn't mean we're great again. You know, if we go in there thinking anything less that we are just going to show up, we're probably not going to win. And so we've got to go in there again with the workmanlike attitude and kind of grind it out against them, and hopefully find success doing it that way.
Cavs getting called up. Any thoughts, sir?
Good. Our guys. Sucks to see Dom go down after he scored a goal, got in a fight, but you know, it's good to see those guys. You know, more the better.
And Susie is playing just really well, game
Great.
after game after
Yeah,
game.
it's great for him. Finally got an opportunity. Didn't get one last year, and making the most of it this year. It's getting better every game to me when I see.
Right.
So
And Boudreaux seems
Good.
to really like him, everything he says, so that's how
Good.
could you not, right?
good. Hopefully he stays there and continues to get better.